Basbousa. Basbousa, a very famous recipe all the way from Middle East. Simple semolina cake. Hi, I am Chef Siddharat and I welcome you to Sanjeev Kapoor Khazana. So to make basbousa will require 2 cups of semolina, half cup butter, half cup almond, 400 grams condensed milk, 3/4 teaspoon baking powder. Now to make sugar syrup will require half cup sugar, cornstarch for thickening, lemon, rose water. First in goes this semolina. In this we need to add almond powder. I'll roast some almonds. You can even use almond powder which is readily available in market. Now for a twist, I'm gonna lightly roast them. This recipe is very simple. This is nothing but a semolina cake. This is either cooked or baked. The main attraction is the sugar syrup that is drizzled over it, and that gives it an amazing flavor. Now as you can see, almonds are lightly roasted. This will give it a nice roasted flavor. Now we need to cool this to room temperature. After that we'll grind it into a fine powder. Now let's prepare the mixture. For that I have butter with me. We need to melt this butter. I'll add this melted butter into semolina. Now it's time to add condensed milk. I know you must be thinking it's lots of condensed milk, but this will give it a flavor. I'll add the baking powder. Get a nice mix. Now to this I'll add approximately 1 cup of water just to adjust the consistency. You can even add milk if you want to make it a bit richer. Here I am adding water. I'll rest this for 10 minutes. Now these almonds have come to room temperature. They're perfect to grind. Now I'll blend them. Now as you can see, almonds have turned into powder form. Now it's very important that you get almonds to room temperature. If it's hot, it will ooze out all the oil and you won't get this fine powder. So it's very important to get the almonds to room temperature before grinding. Now I'll add the almond powder into the semolina mixture. I'll reserve some for garnish. Give it a nice mix. I think we'll require some more water. As I told you before, water is just for adjusting the consistency. Now for baking, I have taken silicone mold. I'll empty the mixture into this mold. Now the mixture is ready to go into the oven. I have already preheated the oven at 180 degrees Celsius. I'll bake it for around 30 to 35 minutes. Now after 30 minutes, our cake is perfectly done. Let's remove it from the oven. Now we need to get this to room temperature. This is a bit dense, so that's why I'm adding sugar syrup. Now let's get this to room temperature. Now till the time semolina cake is resting, let's prepare the sugar syrup. In goes this grain sugar and a cup of water. I'll cut a lemon wedge. In goes some lemon juice. Now that our sugar syrup is boiling, here I have cornstarch with me. I'll prepare a cornstarch slurry. And for thickening our sugar syrup, I'll add slurry. Now I'll add rose water. Now I'll switch off the flame. Now what I'll do is, I'll pour this sugar syrup on our semolina cake. I'll prick this semolina cake so that sugar syrup seeps into it. Now it's very important you rest this for at least 10 to 15 minutes so that the sugar syrup is properly absorbed. Now it's perfect time to cut this cake. I've taken a plate for serving. This cake is nice and moist. Now I'll drizzle this remaining sugar syrup and some ground almond So here it is, Basbousa, perfect Middle Eastern dessert. And sweet tooth like me, this is just a paradise. So enjoy.